Hello and welcome to another episode of Pig City Pick'em. I'm one of your hosts, Zachary Ivey,
I'm the other guy, Alexander Walker.
and wait your turn. Our potential third chair member, Howard, the Colts fan.
Might be a Chiefs fan pulling some bull crap like that to end the last one.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be as boisterous tonight because just to let you guys know, this is not the same pod as last week. This is not Groundhog Day. There were some technical difficulties. It was like a little off on the tracking. I think it was fixed, but if not, don't go back and listen. But you'll hear something very similar at the beginning where I'll say something like this. This is the week of Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful it's a new week with new picks because last week I stunk. And you can probably just clip that and put it at the beginning of every single episode. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue. I'm doing good in other realms of football. But when it comes to the picks, it's basically me versus the coin, and then you guys facing each other. So I'm going to talk to the coin real quick. I'm going to ask the coin who he thinks will win this week.
Have you decided, is that the one you're picking this week?
He said he's going to win. Let's see. Heads, he's going to win. Tails, he's going to lose. I'm going to win this week. Let's go. All right. So I'll pass it over to you two, the winners. Y'all can go over the records. And I do have one key thing I'm changing this week. The past 2 weeks, I wore a Cincinnati hat, I believe. Not good to be Cincinnati, especially the Reds hat, or to be Joe Burrow, RIP. So I'm changing up a little bit and wearing a winning hat this week.
Okay, I mean, hey, do what you gotta do, you know? Yeah. Zachary is still in last place. What's your record, Zachary?
74, 87, and 3.
All right. Then we have the coin. They are 77, 84, and 3. That's actually, wow. So they're 3 up on you now? Holy crap.
I mean, you did the math, but I'm not going to argue it.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, I'm assuming that's correct. I didn't go back and count it because I didn't want to look at these picks ever again. Back-to-back terrible weeks.
Well, the coin got 6 right last week. And I think it was 2 up on you last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, dude, again, that wasn't to, argue. That was just to say, I don't know, and I'm not going to go back and check it because I don't know, dude. Hey, let's start a pod where we pick games and see how well we do. Great idea. Great freaking idea.
I think it's fun, you know? Because I've made a comeback. I am now over 500. I'm also 11 games to the good of 500 now. I am 86, 75, and 3. I went 8 and 6 last week. I'm pretty sure I was the top out of us 3 in the coin. What's yours record and last week's record, Howard?
I'm not sure about my overall record.
Brother,
Let me
It
get back
should be
to
above
it's
your
on the
picks.
sheet. Can you not see?
No, I can't. Hold on. Let me scroll down.
It's at the top.
This is the
It's
freak.
above week 12.
I'm losing to
Okay,
it doesn't even have
okay.
numbers.
86, 75, and 3. 86, 75, and 3.
Okay,
Although
so
it's
we are
below, that's not
tied
bad.
at the top now for y'all keeping up at home. Howard has pissed away a lead.
I take offense to that. I think you just caught on. I really do. It's not me choking. It's you just blitzing us now. Like you're the Eagles' second half. Okay, you're just coming on. I can't stop you anymore.
As the
This might be the week.
non-biased third party, who's a little biased, I agree with him. You had an incredible week last week. If you're 11 games over 500, that's not a choke away. That's just you went up. Also, Howard, it may be okay in the final product, but just make sure you don't cover up the bottom or wherever your mic is on your phone because sometimes you sound really clear and other times it's a little distorted. So it may fix on the back end, but just letting you know because I got to make sure it's better product this week. And that's not on you.
Well, we had people complaining.
I was complaining. I was watching the premiere. My dad was on there, and he was like, What's the delay?" And it seems like they're just not even interested in what you're saying. Alexander's just throwing a ball around. He don't even care. He was not a fan of the ball. Shouts out to Big Rod for listening.
To be fair, in Alex's defense, why would anyone care what you have to say? You're in last.
And I was coming off the best week ever, you know? I really didn't give a crap what anybody had to say.
I mean, I'll give a full disclaimer behind the scenes. What had happened was basically y'all's two were synced together, and mine was a little ahead. So it seemed like when I asked something, y'all were just sitting there in silence. But when you asked something, he immediately responded. He was like, "What? What was happening?" And I was like, "Oh, once I figured it out, it made total sense because there was a couple times where I would answer what you asked before you said it, and it sounded like I was just talking over you the whole time, which I am guilty of sometimes. But it was real bad. So do not go back and watch last episode. It's one of the few times I don't want a lot of viewers for it because it was bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll get into everybody's confidence levels of week 12. We'll let you go first, Howard. How confident are you? I guess the scale 1 to 4.
I would say a 1. It's like when you're taking a test or getting prepared for a test, you go in the classroom, and you know like 10% of the test. I feel confident about that 10%. The rest of it, no clue. No clue.
Yeah. Zachary?
My confidence level is the Philadelphia.
4. I'm coming back this week. No,
Is
go
the
ahead.
Philadelphia Eagles. And if you think that means 4, no. It means number 1 because we're the number 1 team in the league, and it's a 1.
Okay.
Realistically, if I'm being completely honest, it's probably a 2. I actually feel decent about my picks this week. What's the point of not being confident, you know? But in all seriousness, God, clip this. I feel pretty good about this week.
Okay.
As good as someone who's won 8 combined games in the past 2 weeks could feel.
Yeah.
13 games in the past 3 weeks. I might quit this pod.
Daggone, that's rough.
I have 2 winning.
Pretty sure I wore 13 in a week.
2 winning records.
That's all you have is 2 winning records?
Yeah, I think so.
2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5, and then a tie.
I have 3, but I have several 1 game under. But all right. Yeah.
I would say I'm probably a 1.5. You know, I felt like the lines were spot on. They were like, I felt like if I go this way, I feel like it could easily be right just based off the line. And then if I went this way, I feel like it could be right. It was like the perfect line, I felt like, this week. I feel like Vegas is starting to dial in the lines a little bit better on us.
Oh, yeah. Vegas is cooking. They are cooking.
I will say I did not like that 0.5 line. It made no f***ing sense to me. Just make it a straight up.
Yeah, but they just play close games, I guess. I would say there's one specific game when we get to it. I hate the way I picked, and I'm going to lose it. I already know I'm going to lose the pick, but I refuse to go a different way. I want that on the record. Last thing I'll say before we get started, and you can kind of pioneer this. Colton, I'm going to go ahead and get the coin ready. So I want you to give me an animal. Any animal.
Giraffe.
All right. I hope there's 2 F's in giraffe because that's what I counted. All right. I'm going to start talking about the coin. We have a $quarter. It is a 2000, and it is Maryland. So their state logo is on one side. That will represent tails, and then we have the traditional heads on the other side. So that's what we're rocking with right now. 1788 is the other date on this. I'm assuming that's when Maryland joined. So shouts out to Maryland, I guess. We'll see.
Gotcha. We will give a quick little rundown overall standings of our.
We don't have to do that.
Survivor lock thing.
Oh,
just since, you know, Zachary has the best record, we'll give him some props on that, I guess.
Thanks, buddy.
This week was really hard for me because a lot of the games I felt confident in, I've already picked them. So yeah, but I'm sitting at 6-5 overall in my locks, or Survivor, I guess. Howard, you are 6-5 as well.
We are so
and yeah, Zachary is 7-3-1. So if you want to start picking better, maybe you should do like a Survivor model. Just, hey, I picked them last week. I'm gonna pick them not pick them this week. I mean, you might have a better chance.
all insults are fair. But just as a disclaimer, remember next year we will have a power pool going, and we'll just have a lock of the week where we just pick our one most confident. Well, it doesn't just have to be one, but we'll pick our most confident as our lock, which will be in bigger place for us. So if I
I
did
will say this, like with my locks, the last 3 weeks I've got them right, but they actually were like I felt like would have been my locks of the week. Where this week I didn't get to pick what I felt like my most confident pick was. I had to like just pick one that I was picking more or less.
I may have went Seattle last week, but that line scared me the whole time. So I'm glad we're not doing that model right now. But all right, yeah. Howard, how are you feeling? Sometimes people will say maybe had a good rookie year. Are you worried having a sophomore slump of your second live show? Because honestly, I think it's going to be better.
Feeling great right now.
All right, looking good too, buddy. I like the haircut. For all you YouTube
Appreciate you.
watchers, you can watch Howard the Colts fan on here. Yeah, it's a good thing we never decided on an actual season-long bet, Alexander, between us. So maybe you and Howard should come up with something because I'm gonna bet the coin, and if I lose, I'll never be allowed to touch a quarter for the next year. That'll probably be my bet.
No, it should be any coin because you did a penny at one point.
All right, that's fine. I won't touch a penny, dude. No, all right. Honesty hour, and then we can get into the picks. I'm sorry. I'm getting addicted to flipping a coin for things. It's awesome. I love it. All right, you guys want to do group work or work by yourself? Let's let the coin decide. I have a coin on my desk at school, and it's beautiful. Love it.
I get it. He's trying to master the coin flip so he can get it to where the coin he can always make it pick the wrong pick.
I don't know what the right or wrong pick is, obviously.
Yeah, that's the problem. You got the coin flip down now. You just got to figure out the picks.
Yeah. All right. Alexander, as you intro some of these games, you can decide the order. I will say this. I want full autonomy if you will allow. If either of you convince me with what you pick, I'm liable to switch a few of these. I already have a few marked that I could switch. So, unless you make me pick first, I think that's something we can start doing to add a little competition element to this.
Oh, because you can't think for yourself. You want the good people to help decide your picks.
No, what I'm saying is whoever did best last week, which is you, gets to decide the order. So you get to decide. You could make me go first every single time.
You're going first every single time because you're trash at this. We ain't influencing you, helping you do better.
Every single
I want the coin to beat you.
We're not switching it all.
Nope.
All right, I like that. Good. That means that there can be no freaking arguments when I make the greatest I'm not even gonna know. Nope.
Undefeated this week, baby.
The Frank Reich Bills can't come back from this deficit.
Oh gosh. But all right, well, let's hop to it, boys. We got Green Bay traveling to Detroit. Detroit is 7.5-point favorites. Who you got, Zachary?
These first three matchups again on Thanksgiving. Don't forget to set your lineups. Don't forget to check in, make your picks early. The Lions are having a very, very good year. I saw a thing that people that are not the same skin color could not walk into bars legally the last time they were 8-2. So that's how long ago it's been. So with that being said, this is really the first time they've really been good on Thanksgiving that I can remember. Like actually legit good team. So they're going to pull a Lions. Give me the Packers.
Okay. Howard?
Yeah, this was a tough call. The line, it's a big line for the Lions, I'll be honest with you. And I really thought about going Green Bay here, but Lions at home on Thanksgiving. Second best team record-wise. Give me Detroit to cover.
Okay. I'd be lying if I didn't really consider Detroit the fact that it's Thanksgiving. It's Detroit. I feel like they're meant to always win on Thanksgiving, it seems like lately. But I went Green Bay. That line is 7.5. Detroit just keeps winning close games, and guess what? This line's set up to where if it's a close game, Green Bay is going to cover. So give me the Packs.
The coin agrees with us. Howard's a lone wolf on this one.
Oh, okay.
So I'm surprised I didn't influence you to switch right there. All right, you get
I
all.
ain't switching.
All right, you do all the Thanksgiving games, buddy.
All right. Now we have Washington traveling to Dallas. We got a rivalry game, another one. That's actually hype. I just realized that. Is this rivalry week?
Well, it's just Cowboys and Lions.
6, 7,
Well, it's week 12.
8,
Nobody's on a bye. So
9,
mostly everybody plays their division.
10. Yeah, 10 teams are playing their division. Okay. That's pretty cool. Washington traveling to Dallas. Dallas is 10.5-point favorites. Who you got, Zachary?
I was making sure y'all can see my hat so everybody know who first place in the division is. And that lead may increase this week. I would not suggest money line. And this is where I know I'm an idiot. There's no reason Washington should be in this game whatsoever. However, they just lost to, let me put some respect on his name, DeVito. Okay, I made fun of him last week. He went off. Give me Washington. That spread, Cowboys have been clicking too much. Short week. Everybody's starting to kind of believe in the Cowboys again. I remember back to several years ago where the Cowboys played the Carolina Panthers on Thanksgiving, and that was an absolute massacre. Luke Kuechly basically knew every single play that was happening before the Cowboys did. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I can't get that. I can't imagine the Cowboys dominating this game. I just can't see it.
Okay. Howard?
All right. This is one of my easier picks this week, to be honest with you. This is going to be a bloodbath. If you're a Washington fan, do not watch this game. All their weaknesses is Dallas' strength. They're going to sack somehow a ton, get a ton of turnovers. This line should be bigger, I think. Give me Cowboys easily to win.
Man, you literally said everything I was thinking, besides one key factor.
Tell them.
Washington, when they play good teams, for some reason play better than they are. When they play bad teams, they play like a bad team. They play to their opponent. And that means they're going to come out with some fiery attentions. They're coming off of a week where they're gonna feel miserable. They want that off their mind. And how do you get that off your mind? You compete against Dallas, and it's 10.5. So give me Washington to cover that.
I also think clearly that line should have been bigger, and that's why I went with Washington, because it doesn't make sense for it to even be that close. This coin, I feel like this is a little rigged. It is a Maryland-based coin, so a little bias going on here. It went with Washington.
Okay.
On Wolfing again.
Oh, I'm an idiot. It did not go with Washington.
God almighty,
Never
this
mind.
guy.
It landed on Maryland, but it got confused. It actually went Dallas because it landed. Look, it's the whole heads tails thing. Sorry, that's on me. I'll be better.
So the coin's pulling a Howard, is what you're telling me.
Exactly right. Hedging. Ever since he started hedging, he's been going downhill.
Oh, alrighty. And now our last Thanksgiving Day game. We have San Fran traveling to Seattle, where San Fran is 6.5-point favorites. I think some of this line has to do with Geno possibly not playing. Kenneth Walker out for a while. They had a bunch of key injuries last week. But it is in Seattle. What you got, Zachary?
I think Geno does play. If he doesn't, this line I feel like is going to go up even more. But give me the 49ers. They're rolling. They look clean. They look easy. I'm not going to overthink this one. I believe in Seattle too much. This is a separation game for them. They lose it, the division race is back on. They win it, they have a clear lead.
Okay. Howard?
Completely agree with Zach. Everything he just said. I mean, 49ers are rolling right now. Looking unstoppable. But what cements this pick for me is I just watched a video before coming on here where Tyreek Woolen goes up to Carson Wentz and calls him a legend. I lost all respect for him at that point. 49ers now, easily.
Okay. This one, I think if Seattle's healthy, I go Seattle. Seattle's not healthy, I'm going San Fran. Simple as that. Keep it short, sweet, to the point.
And it is a clean sweep across the board. The coin is with us.
Are you sure it landed on heads?
Correct. Look, the Maryland thing. We're moving on. All right, our next matchup, the NFL does what the NFL does, and they're taking over another day in our calendar's Black Friday game here. The Miami Dolphins heading into New Jersey to face the Jets. And this line has already moved up since its original line, even what we got it at 9.5. I think it started out at 7. It's up in some places up to 10 and 10.5 now. I guess Tim Boyle starting at quarterback. Look up. I'm not going to read them on here. Look up his career stats from college to the pros.
I saw it.
Nothing.
How's he playing in the NFL?
Dude, nothing but respect for this man. He must just be extremely smart and be a great locker room guy and have some kind of presence about him. Respect. That might be one of the greatest feats I've ever seen.
Or he's got a hold of the Gruden blackmail line. He's got some of them emails. He's blackmailing the NFL.
Black Friday. So you going with the Jets?
This has all the makings of a Friday night game. High school football, baby. All over again. You got a powerhouse playing against a crap team. The crap team, though, has an elite defense. Could stump the powerhouse team, but it don't matter. Give me Miami. I think they're going to come out. They're going to put all this Jets defense is elite crap to sleep.
I don't think I officially made my pick, but I am going with the Dolphins. If there's one thing I'm not going to do is someone who is making terrible picks, I'm not going to choose Tim Boyle to beat a Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert.
This is how you right the ship. You pick Tim Boyle.
Listen, this is not what this expression means, but burn those ships. Burn everything. Get rid of everyone on the offensive side of the ball. There's no ayahuasca or any type of medical treatment that's going to save this team. They're done. They're dead.
Oh, gosh. All right, Howard. What you got?
Dolphins kill the Jets. If I'm a Jets fan, do not watch this game. Just eat some more.
It's the only game on. You got to watch it. You're a Jets fan. You deserve to watch it. Idiots. Hey, Jets had a really big win this year against the Birds. Only team to beat them.
Hey, their quarterback's coming back to practice December 2nd.
No, he's not. The coin.
Hey, that's what he said. You calling Rodgers a liar?
He's never lied before. That's a great point, actually. I wonder how his family's doing Thanksgiving this year. Anyways, the coin agrees with us. Clean sweep.
Clean sweep. Back-to-back clean sweeps.
All right, now is when it gets into what I like to call the coin flip section. These next 6-7 games are literal toss-ups.
I say all the way to the Philly games are toss-up.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. Divisional game. This could make this a really good divisional race, or it could give one team separation. Same thing as kind of the San Fran-Seattle situation. Jacksonville, 1-point favorites going into Houston, where C.J. Stroud getting some MVP hype. Had a really bad second half, but they still win. This is kind of a show me what kind of team you really are. I guess I'm going first on this one.
What?
I guess I'm going first on this one. Maybe my dad was right. You don't pay attention.
It don't matter. I thought you said, I guess I'm going first, and then you're about to give us the pick, and then you just kind of froze on us.
And then last time you just went first, so I was confused. I didn't know if you were just going to switch it up or.
I figured I'd help you. I felt like you might pick Tim Boyle.
To be fair,
I felt like you needed some help.
Yeah, I also asked you just to see if you would pick or not. But it's okay. I coaxed you into it. It's fine. Look, I'm going to ride with the Texans. I'm going to ride with Stroud until it falls apart. I think it's somewhere.
Yes, all right. Change my pick. All right.
I'm going Houston.
All right, Howard, what you got?
All right, this one was a tough call. This might be a controversial take. I am not a big believer of the Jags team at all. I mean, they're very bland. I don't see nothing impressive about them. Give me the Texans to win this game.
Okay. These teams have played so far this year, correct?
Seems like something you should have known before now, but I'll look it up.
I feel like that. I'm pretty sure they did, and I'm pretty sure Texans throttled them.
I'm almost positive that's correct.
Yeah. But with that being said, this game, it was tough. It was a toss-up. You kind of hit it. Both of y'all have hit it. It's like a... Go ahead.
37-17. And so that would
Yeah.
give them the tiebreaker. They would win both head-to-head matchups and be tied overall record. So this is kind of a what are you, Jaguars?
Yep. With a loss like that, it makes me want to go Jags so bad because they're going to be even more motivated. Not even as a division on the line. It's like you got to redeem yourself, you know? Like you got shown up by a team at that point that nobody knew what they were going to be. Like it was a rookie, like playing a little bit of hype around them, not the hype that's around them now. And with that being said, I just can't get behind Jacksonville. I just can't. Freaking give me Houston, baby. Come on, Coin. Ride with us. Let's go 3 clean sweeps in a row, baby. Come on, Coin.
It did.
Let's go. 3. Okay, if anybody at home, make sure you go Seattle, Jets, and Jags. But yeah.
Whoa. I'm right. Y'all are copying me, so I don't know what to say. That's the thing. I'm getting no separation because we're just picking the same. But I'd rather have a good week than care about separation. Now, here's the thing. Quick response, because I don't want to spend too much time on this. We do got to move the pod forward a little. Your franchise right now, Trevor Lawrence or C.J. Stroud? Howard?
C.J. Stroud, easily.
Okay. Walker, I'm going to ask you, but I already know the answer.
Stroud boys, baby.
Okay. I'm guessing you're still denying the claims of not knowing what a Stroud boy is?
Nope, no clue.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Our next matchup, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have now fired Matt Canada. I'm not sure who's going to resume the play calling or take over the play calling duties. Najee Harris says he's tired of this. He can't deal with it anymore. Jaylen Warren looked good last week. The Bengals, no Joe Burrow. They have Jake Browning, I believe is his name. He didn't look terrible. He's not Joe Burrow. Pittsburgh 1-point favorites on the road. I am going with. This is one of those when I want to switch.
Switch. You want us to go first? What do you think on it?
I feel like that's cheating. I'm going with the Bengals. I feel like Pittsburgh seems too obvious here. There's too many positive vibes, and we said it last week, and obviously Burrow got injured. I don't think the Bengals have any realistic chance of making a run this year, but this literally is a must-win, or they're completely done. They're going to pull out every possible thing they can. They're good luck trying to run the ball, but Mixon's got to have a big day. They're going to have Bengals.
Okay, you want it, Howard, or me?
You can go.
Alrighty. Yeah, this one it's going to be decided on the line, and by that I mean Cincinnati's O-line's about to get destroyed. Jake Browning's going to be on his butt all game long. Mixon ain't going to have holes to run through. So give me the Steelers. I'm not even overthinking it. The fact it was only a 1-point line just baffles me.
This might be the toughest game of the week for me to call. I'm going to get it wrong no matter what I choose right here, to be honest with you. Right now I have the
Don't
Bengals
pick
winning.
the Steelers.
Right now I have the Bengals winning, but with Kenda being fired, I can see the Steelers now being the fired ball and winning this game.
There it is, the Howard Hedge.
But with that being said, I can see I'm a big believer in T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Trust your gut.
Okay.
He said he's going to lose.
No confidence in this at all.
Like, I feel like I should switch. No, I'm staying. I'm going to save my
go ahead and switch. Go ahead and switch. I'm telling you.
I'm saving my switches because I don't have confidence in that game. There's other ones that I actually have confidence in picked against myself.
All right. Who's better quarterback? Jake Browning or Kenny Pickett?
I don't know enough about Jake Browning, but I'd rather have Jake Browning because at least there's a chance with him. Okay. I'll do this one, Walker, then you can rattle off the next.
What'd the coin do?
Oh, sorry. Great call. The coin went Cincy.
Let's go, baby, lone wolf.
That's terrible. This is not fun. Okay. After this one, Walker, you can take over the intros for a while. Carolina Panthers are heading to Tennessee, to Nashville. Don't actually know if the stadium's in Nashville, but we're going to go with it. They just got stadium rights until I don't know how long, for a long time. Nissan Stadium. And that's about the only positive news coming out of Tennessee right now. That maybe you have a quarterback, if Levis can be good, and that your stadium is purchased for years. The only good news coming out of Carolina is exactly.
They might be firing Tepper, which means Wright goes with them.
Yeah, sometimes you just take over a bad spot and you get bad results. I don't know. Tepper likes to fire people, so maybe he fires them before. Anyways, Tennessee Titans, I'm not going to give the Panthers as much shine this week. 3.5-point favorites, even though they're at home. I'm taking the Titans as my lock of the week. It's been a very profitable business just picking against the Panthers as my lock. Only bit me once. So let's go Titans. Tighten up, baby.
Okay. I see ya. Yeah, I'm not even gonna overthink this one. I've said it last pod. I'll say it again. I don't believe in Bryce. So give me Levis. Tennessee, baby. They're gonna win.
Yeah, I also have Tennessee winning. I think Vrabel against the rookie quarterback is unfair for the Titans. They have Hopkins and Henry, and it's going to be too much for the Panthers to handle.
If the Panthers do win, the Titans are right in the mix for a top pick, though. The coin goes with the Panthers. Love that.
Oh, Lone Wolf the coin. I like it.
Love it. Love it.
I like it. All right, we got another divisional game. We got New Orleans traveling to Atlanta. Atlanta is 1-point favorites. I'm pretty sure these two teams played earlier in the year, and I'm pretty sure Atlanta won. I think this was Howard's lock that week, if I remember right. But yeah, what you got, Zachary?
I'm just going to update you on what you had said earlier. You were not correct. They have not played.
They haven't played this yet?
They played the last week of the season, so that's impossible for them to have played so far.
What game am I thinking of then? Had to be against Carolina.
Yeah. I weirdly kind of have believed in both of these teams. Both still technically could make the playoff. One is probably going to win the division. Saints, sure.
Wow, that felt confident. Good gosh. What you got, Howard?
I'm going to start by saying I hate both of these teams. There's part of me that always don't want to believe in the Falcons, but their coach sucks. Their quarterback sucks.
They're going back to Ritter.
Yeah, I hate Ritter. He's not very good. Just give me the Saints because of Carr. I mean,
Carr's in concussion protocol. Might not play. Could be the Jameis show.
Give me famous Jameis. Give me famous Jameis. He will chuck that ball down the field. It might get picked off a few times, but he's gonna score a few times as well.
Two bad offenses, two decent to good defenses. I feel like of the four units, the Saints have the best in their defense.
I feel this game was tough for me because there's one team I believe in more than the other.
Just pick that one.
Well, that team's the Saints, but Atlanta, every time I feel like, dude, there's just no way. Like, I know I should believe in them, but there's no way they win this game. They find a way. They always do. Every time I feel like they don't have a chance, they find a way. So like my brain's telling me go Atlanta. My heart's saying just keep riding with the Saints because they about to go marching to the playoffs. And with that said, give me the Saints, baby.
Oh!
We're going marching. Let's go.
Actually, that's good. That means I'm going to get it right. Okay. That's fine. I don't care about the competition anymore. I got to keep telling myself that. Especially because the coin also went Saints.
Alrighty. I like it.
I hate it. The Falcons red zone offense and the Saints red zone defense is going to be one of the best matchups to watch if you hate yourself.
Why?
I mean, they're not. I doubt they score a touchdown. Oh, I will give a player prop on this one. Taysom Hill, anytime touchdown. Love that in this game.
Yeah, now we have Tampa Bay going to Indianapolis. Indianapolis is 2.5-point favorites. Who you got, Howard?
Picking this game, I'm a little confused, to be honest with you, because maybe I'm just blinded, but I believe in the Bucks for some reason. I love Evans, Godwin, Baker Mayfield having a nice little year. Rasheed White, nice defense. Give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks.
Righty. Zachary?
I'm also going the Bucks, but like y'all both tried to believe in the Bucks last week, and both started to say the Bakers they're not a good team, but the Colts aren't really a good team either. Gardner's had to play too many games in a row, so I mean coming off a bye, I kind of like Minshew in this spot, but I don't know the conditions and the roof situation there in Indy. They also just released formerly known Darius Leonard, Shaquille Leonard, so I don't think they really are having a great culture there. Maybe they're trying to revamp things. Yeah, I mean, give me the Bucks, and give me a Mike Evans touchdown in this one also. I love him in this matchup. Do it.
This one was tough.
Do it.
Because when I saw the matchup, my first thoughts, if I was doing guess the line, it would have been Tampa Bay 2.5. And then I see it, and it's Colts 2.5. And if it was Tampa Bay 2.5, I'm picking the Colts. But it's Colts 2.5. So I'm picking Tampa Bay, baby. That's my philosophy. Go Bucks.
Clean sweep again.
Daggone, guys. Y'all using my cheat sheet or something?
Well, no, it's just like there's no way that Buccaneers are going to be a 2.5-point favorite on the road against anyone. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just my thought process.
I'm 13 games over 500, so just it's fine.
Alrighty, now we have a Boston team traveling, or a Massachusetts team traveling to New York or New Jersey. You got the Patriots, 3-point favorites, going to Meadowlands to face the Giants. Who you got, Zachary?
Bill Belichick, they asked him who's playing quarterback. He said, I told everybody to be ready. Everyone should be ready to play at any times. They don't know what they're doing. They're awful. The Giants are really bad. Giants just won their Super Bowl last week, I guess. I don't know. Give me the G-Men at home. Belichick doesn't beat the Giants.
I have no clue to pick this game. These are two terrible teams. Right now I have the Giants, but you know what? I'm going to trust Belichick to beat DeVito. Give me the Patriots. I have no confidence in this pick at all. But give me Belichick coming off a bye. He should scheme. He should have a plan ready.
Let me tell you something real quick. One time, me and my buddy, who's not on here, Teddy, shouts out, and Alexander, and maybe one of our old friends from high school, Colton, we would play this real life fruit ninja game, and we would literally like cut oranges like in the kitchen, toss them up. Well, there was this orange that had gone bad, and we just stuck it in the bottom of this bucket that my mom had, like a little fruit bucket, and we forgot about it, and that thing was there for multiple weeks, and we kept smelling something, forgot it was there. We got that thing out, and it's just falling apart in like powder. And it is a horrendous smell. And this game stinks way worse than that did. I don't want to say that.
Couldn't said it better myself, pal. Couldn't said it better myself. Yeah, I think this game's just going to come down to coaching. And as bad as Belichick's been this year,
Give me the coach of the year.
he's still the better coach. So give me the Patriots.
Love it. Love it. This is an ugly, dirty, disgusting pick, and I love it. All right, let's keep it rolling, boys. Good job.
Coin go with you or against you?
Oh, I probably should tell you what the coin picked. The coin picked New England.
Oh, your first lone wolf.
Okay. Pick the Patriots. Everybody.
First lone wolf was the Giants.
That makes sense.
Eesh.
Hey, let's be smart. Let's take risks. Let's pick the freaking New York Giants.
I don't know. The Patriots ain't much better. We got Cleveland going to Denver, where Denver is 2.5-point favorites. What you got in this one, Howard?
This one's a tough one to call, I think, personally.
I thought you had this one easily.
Maybe I'm just being blinded by the light. I'm liking what I'm seeing for Denver. Now, last week, they pissed me off scoring those field goals because they were my lock of the week. Let me down. I think they were my lock, actually. No, they weren't. Cleveland's got an incredible defense. Give me Denver. I like what Sean Payton's doing right now. I wrote to Russ, but he didn't write me back yet.
Zachary.
I'm guessing his pick was Denver. Is that what he's saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me the Browns. Everybody's starting to be like, "Oh, we need to apologize to Russ. We gotta trust Russ. We gotta do this. We got their defense. Browns' defense is insane, and it like obviously DTR didn't play very well last week, but came through when he needed to. Took care of the ball for the most part towards the end of the game. So I want to apologize for calling him R2D2. Made fun of him, and he also won. I just made fun of Russ though. Crap. Give me the Browns.
Switch.
I'm really believing in this defense, and I love that they just keep winning ugly games. The Browns are what people want the Steelers to be.
The Browns are what the Steelers used to be. How about that?
Nah, because Big Ben could sling it.
That's fair. Yeah, this game, it was tough. More tough than I thought it would have been a couple weeks ago. But in that time, Denver's looked confident. They've had wins against teams that have looked like they had no business beating. This is a playoff team versus a non-playoff team, possibly. But at the end of the day, Zachary said it. Cleveland's defense, they got me believing, bro. Get me believing. And I don't feel confident in it, but yeah, give me believing.
All right. The coin
Coin?
goes Cleveland as well. Bro, what?
Good gosh, we ain't had a split yet.
I've been flipping it and not really looking, putting here, and then looking when you asked me. Yeah. All right. Go ahead to the next one, Walker.
We got Los Angeles Rams going to Arizona. The Rams are a half-point favorite. Those of you that were listening at the very beginning and paying attention, this is the game I said, if you're going to do a half-point, might as well do it straight up. But with that being said, what you got, Zachary?
I'm going with... This is the game where I'm the most influenced to switch because the Cardinals look like a completely different team with Kyler. The Rams look better with Stafford. Both teams look better than they have. But I'm going with the Rams. I think they just usually beat the Cardinals, and it's basically a pick 'em. Give me the Rams.
Howard?
Another tough matchup to call. No confidence pick. Right now I have Arizona, but I watched last week and I watched Kyler Murray absolutely dance around and get destroyed. And Aaron Donald might kill this man this week. I'm switching. I'm switching my pick. I'm going Rams.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Arizona. This seems like a type of game they can somehow surprise people and get a win. Just a little pointless win.
I did leave off one comment. I think this is a hungry dog game, and Rams are still kind of in it. Like, they're not too far off. They have a chance to still be in the playoff hunt. They got to win this one.
How's Cooper Kupp's health looking?
Not good. They're not disclosing anything about him or Puka. So, yeah. The coin goes Arizona, though.
Our first split.
This is like Mario Party. We've had a lot of 1v3s, had a lot of 4-player mini games. Now we got that 2v2. By the way, you guys want to play Mario Party one day?
I'm down.
Sure.
All right, but y'all want to do it Sunday during this 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock fight? This is terrible.
It really is miserable.
I mean 1 o'clock, sorry, not before the 4 o'clock. I apologize.
It's very miserable.
All right, Howard, do you have your picks pulled up?
Yeah, I got them pulled up.
I want you to intro this next game for us.
All right, we got the Buffalo Bills traveling into the...
All right, that's enough from him. Alexander, sorry, back to you, buddy.
Yeah, we have...
Sorry.
the Buffalo Bills going into Philadelphia, where the Philadelphia will be wearing the Kelly green jerseys, and your home team, the Philadelphia Eagles, are 3.5-point favorites coming off of a big win against KC, where Eagles didn't look good. Buffalo, they looked pretty good, and they didn't use Diggs last week. So, yeah. Where you going, Zachary?
Oh, you're going to make me pick first after Howard the Coward didn't pick the Birds last week?
I'm gonna let him go last so he can possibly
Thank
go
God.
coward mode again.
God.
All right. I've given some pretty compelling speeches on this. The Dolphins game, the Chiefs game. Some people could consider this maybe not a trap game, but the Bills aren't being respected enough, and they started to look a little better last week. They got Dorsey out of there, played a little bit more up-tempo, ran the ball more. Eagles' rush defense looked bad in the first half. Do I need to keep going with all the reasons people are going to continue to pick against the Eagles? Jalen Hurts, his last 13 games against winning teams in the regular season, he has won. And if we were going into Buffalo in a cold, maybe snowy type environment, I could understand why you may be hesitant. Maybe his knees bother him a little more.
Is Buffalo a winning team there?
We're in Philly, baby. We're in Philly. He shows up for these games. We treat it like a big-time game. He's not overlooking this. Jalen Hurts. Put some respect on my quarterback's name. Jalen Hurts, greater than Josh Allen. A.J. Brown, greater than Stephon Diggs. Devonta Smith, greater than Gabe Davis or Shakira, whatever her name is. I mean, do I need to keep going? Eagles offensive line, better than Bills offensive line. Eagles defensive line, better than Bills defensive line. Like, it's almost every single positional matchup across the board. This is one of those games where if the Eagles lose this, they beat themselves. The Buffalo Bills will not beat the Philadelphia Eagles this week. 3.5 is not a great line. Give me the Birds.
Okay. He said a lot. I hope all y'all were listening at home.
Because he certainly wasn't.
With him saying a lot, I'm going to just keep it short. Don't overthink it. The Eagles find ways to win. It might be an ugly game, but they're going to find a way to win. They're going to find a way to cover that 3.5 for you and get the dub. So ride with the Eagles, baby. Ride them. All right, Zachary, what's the coin got?
The coin has went with the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, so it's on Howard the Coward. Does he go with the Bills to be the lone wolf, or does he ride with the Eagles?
This is a great matchup, to be honest with you. Maybe a Super Bowl preview. With that being
Still
said,
believing in Buffalo,
Hey,
I see.
if you
Okay.
This guy must have listened to the Pick City Division predictions because this was our preseason Super Bowl matchup, Alexander. We had the same one. Oh, the good days.
Yeah, and I wish I could have took that back.
Yeah, it makes sense that I picked the Bills.
last week, or I guess the past 48 hours, the Bills looked incredible. They just destroyed the Jets defense, who beat the Eagles. And the Eagles, they struggled for about 3 quarters. Didn't look so good. Let Mahomes just run around, make plays. Not enough, though. But you're overthinking this. The Bills are going to walk into Philly and beat them by double digits. I mean, Bills Mafia.
Alrighty.
Respect on Josh Allen's name. Oh, and if you want a player prop, Gabe Davis, anytime touchdown.
I was going to say if you want a player prop, Mahomes just ran all over the Eagles, so Allen's probably going to hit the over.
Nah, it won't be wet and rainy, I don't think. Howard, let me ask you a personal question.
Do you hate the Eagles or do you hate the Eagles?
He definitely hates that he switched to be a Colts fan. I will say that. But I just want to ask you a sincere question. Do you feel like if you're using this logic at the end of last pod, there was some confusion on you're doing this so the Eagles win and you feel like you can get credit for, they won because you picked against them. And now if you pick the Eagles, you feel like if they lose, we'll blame you for the loss, which is fair because we will. But do you feel like this is like a big enough game to do that? Like you've only done it 1 or 2 other times this year, and they were primetime big games. It's a 4:00 home game. Do you feel like you're wasting? Like how many of these do you have?
Listen, I'm going to disclose something that I've not told y'all at all, but I have it on good authority to let you know that every Saturday night, Coach Sirianni plays these podcasts, especially when I pick against them. They get riled up. They say, screw Howard. So I'm going to keep doing it until I get one right.
I want this on the record. You pick against the Eagles in the playoffs and they lose a game, you're never invited back on the pod again. Speaking of beating the Chiefs, Kansas City is heading into Las Vegas. Antonio Pierce kept his team competitive last week, but the Chiefs' offense is struggling in the second half, but they're the better team. Kansas City, 9.5-point road favorites going into Vegas, a place where I think Travis Kelce basically is a part, owner of the Raiders at this point. Maybe hold them to the ball a little better. I like Travis Kelce yards. Take the over, whatever it is. I like Travis Kelce touchdown. And I like the Chiefs to dominate in this game, showing that they still are one of the elite teams in the NFL.
Who you want to go next?
It's your choice, buddy.
All right, Howard, go.
I feel like this is a trap game picking wise for me because I can see the Chiefs coming out very aggravated with the loss last week, wanting to prove a statement to everybody. And I feel like that's what's going to happen, to be honest with you. But I gotta stay true to my gut. I'm believing in the Raiders right now. Antonio Pierce has got something cooking. I know they lost last week. Kept it close, kept it competitive. Devontae Adams is getting the ball. Josh Jacobs, he said he wants to stay there now. He feels value. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So give me the Raiders.
Yeah, you kind of put out there what I was thinking. Chiefs coming off that loss, probably going to be extra motivated. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like it's true. That most of the times after a loss, Chiefs come out. They're at least going to come out and win, but they come out and throttle teams. But it's the divisional game. It's the Raiders. They do feel like they got something going. And 9.5, Chiefs can still win by 9. But the problem is, with only winning by 9, the Raiders get the dub. So with that said, give me the Raiders, baby.
And the coin is with you guys.
Oh, another lone wolf for Zachary.
I have the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. Quite the combo.
It's a variety. I'll give you that.
All right.
Howard, you can announce this one.
All right, Sunday Night Football. We got a great matchup of the Baltimore. Do you want me to start?
What was the spread?
Oh, Ravens 4.5 favorites over the Chargers.
All right. Zachary, go ahead.
The Chargers have lost 5 games this year by 3 points or less. So really picking the Chargers, they don't have to win. And if they lose, they're going to cover. So logic would completely say pick the Chargers because they're either going to win or lose by 3, almost guaranteed, because of their 6 losses, 5 of them have been by 3 points or less. I'm still taking the Ravens. They put their foot on them. Prime time, they show up. Mark Andrews not being on the offense is actually potentially very bad. However, they have enough receivers. They have enough options. I actually kind of like the way their offense is looking. It makes no sense to pick against the Chargers in this because, again, only one time they've not covered a 3-point spread this year as underdogs. So it makes no sense to pick against them, and that's why I'm going Ravens. This is the one game I told you I really could flip on.
Yeah, this game I kept going back and forth on. And then you gave me the little stat I needed to help me jump back on the Charger wagon, baby. You know, I just can't get off of it. You know, I just keep riding it. And I'm going to ride that all the way into Loserville if I keep up with it. But, hey, give me the Chargers.
Go ahead.
No, I don't think I flipped for this one, but I'm nervous. I hope it's the same thing it already was. All right, it is. We're good. Chargers.
Let's go. Got that coin game.
To be honest with you, when I seen this line, I was very confused because The Ravens are just so good. They have the number one seed in the AFC right now. The Chargers are a mess. Their coach sucks. He's getting angry with reporters. Keenan
Yeah.
Allen and Eckler are their only weapons on offense.
And
This is going to go ahead.
Keenan Allen dropped a wide open touchdown, and Eckler fumbled at the 2-yard line. That's the kind of team they are.
Exactly. I love Herbert so much. He's my favorite player in the NFL. Get this man out of Los Angeles, please, for the love of God.
Herbert
This
to
is going-
Indy. Herbert to Indy, and you're a Colts fan locked in for life.
What about Richardson then at that point?
Yeah, he's never playing again.
This is going to be a beatdown.
No, they could
This is
trade him
my
to the
lock of the
Chargers.
week.
If you're the Chargers, why would you not do that? Sorry, I shut up.
You're interrupting his lock of the week.
Ravens are going to beat the piss out of the Chargers. Lock it in, Ravens.
Oh God, I want to flip so bad now that he's so confident in it.
He's like uber confident.
Well, it makes sense. Why
He
would you?
said they were going to get killed.
Would you pick a great team or a terrible or a?
How do you feel about Jordan Love?
Me?
Yeah, just in general. You think he's a great quarterback?
I don't believe in him, and I picked him
Yeah,
this week.
he threw for what, 330 last week on him?
Yeah, that's a good
Staley's
point.
a football
Everyone
terrorist.
was wide open the whole time.
Here's the problem. The Ravens don't have Mark Andrews. Simple as that. He's been their best receiver all year. He's the one they go to in the red zone if they ain't running the ball.
They can run the ball, they can pass the ball.
I'm assuming he has a role like Goddard does in Philly where he's a key part in the run schemes. So then you put him out, and I love Likely. I've been high on Likely. I've been wanting my guy to get a shine, and he went to a team that already had an elite tight end. So if Likely comes out and becomes who I think he can be, I'll gladly be wrong. But I don't know. I feel like there's going to be, that void's going to be felt in a game where the Chargers can go out there and put points up.
To your point, Mark Andrews did not play in Week 1 against the Texans, and Isaiah Likely had 1 catch for 4 yards.
Did they win or lose?
Oh, I mean, the Ravens beat them, but it's first game of the season. They went 25-9. Their defense dominated.
Can you just see Brandon Staley scheming up a way to stop Lamar Jackson?
No, he doesn't have to stop him, though. They're just going to score. I mean, just like the Lions game. But I think the Ravens defense is legit. Yeah, I'm fully with the Ravens. I'm not switching. We're giving the Chargers too much time on this pod.
Let's go, baby. Another 2v2. Let's go, Coin. I like that you're riding with me in these 2v2s. That's my dog. Maryland gang for life.
Here's my problem.
Think about that. A Maryland Coin is riding with me instead of a Baltimore team.
That's true. But here's my problem.
So they're hedging again.
This is a
freaking Coin.
This is a must-win for the Chargers if they have any playoff aspirations.
I'd say it's a must-win for Baltimore. The Chargers...
It's not a must-win for Baltimore. They're still going to be in the playoffs. But...
They ain't going to still be in the playoffs.
Baltimore?
The number one team in the AFC right now.
They got Cleveland coming for them, bro.
It doesn't matter. They're not going to drop 5 anyways. They're still going to be in the playoffs. But here's why I'm picking the Ravens. And I think it's why Howard is, if he's being honest. If the Chargers get blown out, Staley may be fired, and that team, that's the best hope for them.
So y'all just want Staley to get fired?
Yeah, he's a football terrorist.
I don't want to rejoice in anyone losing their job, but...
I will.
But if it happens, party, my house.
No, but
4
I'm
o'clock.
just saying, the writing's on
Monday
the wall.
morning.
Like, I mean, no one's going to be shocked if Staley's fired after a blowout loss.
I've seen Justin Herbert.
I don't think Staley gets fired if they win this game.
I've seen Justin Herbert who shows
Are
no
you sure?
have like the weirdest looking face last week in the freaking game.
Yeah, again,
that was because his receiver dropped the ball.
They have broken. They have broken Herbert.
Shouts out to Pardon My Take. They said this, and we actually said it in real time. I actually watched the games in person with Howard all last week, and every game except Thursday night, so that was really fun. But he started going a little Phillip Rivers. He started getting a little feisty, started slamming the ball, and then by the end, he was just laughing like, okay, this of course is Quentin Johnson, Jalen Rager 2.0. That was too long of a segment.
Yep.
I want to pick the Chargers so bad right now.
Do it.
Nope.
Nah, stay over there. I got my boy. I got my dog, the coin.
Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty. The last game, your Monday night game. We got your Chicago Bears going on down to Minnesota to take on the Vikes. And with that being said, boys, the Vikes are 3.5-point favorites as the home team. So, who you got, Howard?
This line's really weird because I don't know that one team's better than the other, to be honest with you. I'm not a big Fields fan. I like what I'm seeing out of Dobbs, but I feel like these are like two very similar teams in just talent overall. With that being said, the Vikings at home, that's what I'm going to trust, the home team in this situation.
Okay.
Foles.
Zachary?
Foles. Yeah.
Sit down, Millie.
Bears.
Sorry.
Do you think RIP if she's no longer alive? God.
I was thinking, is the Chicago one still alive? Do they both? Does she go there to Minnesota? Yeah.
Sister, what's her name? Jean?
Yeah, Sister Jean. Sister Jean and Millie. They can hang out.
I think Sister Jean got canceled for something.
Oh. What for?
Oh, yeah. Don't listen to the end of the pod, folks. Yeah, give me the Pasternak. Give me the Vikings. The Bears' offense looked pretty good, but Jared Goff looked incompetent last week, and they still somehow found a way to win. They didn't cover. But, yeah, I kind of still think the Vikings are pretty good. If the Vikings lose this game, it creates a little bit of chaos for the NFC wildcard spots. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But I'm not going to bet on the Bears to win a primetime game. It's just not going to happen unless they're playing the Panthers. Then I'll take them as my lock, and they'll let me down because they'll win and need the ball and not kick a field goal at the end. But, hey, just keep a score.
What's the coin got?
The Bears.
That's my coin, baby. Let's go. A 2v2 to end it again. That's my dog. Coin just keeps riding with me.
You think this
yeah.
Howard and I watched all the games together last week? We're on the same wavelength?
Could be. It's a great possibility. Besides the Giants weight league. Yeah. This is my lock of the week. Got the Bears. Fields, he's gonna come in here. He's going to show that when he's healthy and he's starting to figure stuff out, they're starting to let him throw it a little bit, take his shots every now and then. They're gonna start connecting. Yeah, I got the Bears. This is like a perfect game when you know you're really not in it, but you got a chance just to cause chaos in your division just for the fun of it. It's the perfect thing for a team that they would rather lose, but if you were to get a win, this is the type of win you want. Just like a little statement win. Like, hey, we beat a division guy, and now look, we possibly could get them out of the playoffs because of it.
Yeah, but like none of the players want to lose. It's better if we're going to like.
Yeah, the organization you want to lose for a better pick.
Yeah, but you also, if you think you might keep Fields, he's got to win some games eventually.
And this is the game to win. Fields is staying, baby. He's coming back.
I hope you're right. I genuinely do. I'm excited to watch him play the first 4 games again next year.
Give me the freaking Bears. That's my lock, baby. Ride with me, peeps.
Now, just to clarify something really quickly. You had the Vikings as your lock last week, correct?
Yes.
I like it. You got all the juice out of it you could. All right. Yeah. And to clarify, I have the Titans as a lock. Colton has. Wait, who the freak is the Colts?
Ravens.
Oh, I had the Colts in week 10. Sorry, I was on the wrong week. Howard has the Ravens. God, it's so good up until the very end. Dang, that was bad. Cut that. And Alexander has the Bears. All right.
The Bears.
Any closing remarks, gentlemen?
I was starting to get worried. We all kept going the same at the beginning, besides the first 2. And I was like, dang. Howard's gonna get too up on me. Like, this ain't looking good. Like, he's the only person that rode that way. And then at the end, guys, y'all help me out. My coin and my brethren. We're gonna pull through in this matchup. The coin wants to extend its lead on Zachary, and I will look forward to possibly trying to extend my lead on Howard, because Howard's proved he can dominate a week in a heartbeat. So I got to try to get a gap.
I hope he dominates this week, buddy. Y'all see this mess of a hair I got here?
Is that the stress of going up against a coin?
If I finish last place this week, 4th out of 4, buzzing my hair.
All right.
Can we cut it?
Yes. If we get and have something there. Yeah, we can.
He tried to put in a little hedge. He was trying to come over the hedge on a fly there.
No, I'll do it regardless. I was saying when we would do it, maybe we could do a thing, but it's all right. All right. Alexander, you were the winner last week, so if you get closing remarks.
Best of luck to you guys, and we out. Deuces.
Happy Thanksgiving.